Hi everyone, it's Wisdom Wednesdays. I'm Ariana Newcomer, Dove Oracle Priestess, spiritual mentor, and biofield tuning practitioner. Last week I talked about everything being medicine, how when we actually look in some of our difficult situations, there's always some kind of medicine for us, some kind of learning, some gold nugget in there that helps us on our path of spiritual and personal growth. This week it's about finding the medicine. Okay, how do we find that medicine in these challenges? Actually, our challenges are our personalized opportunity for our unique spiritual evolution. And finding the medicine in our challenges is even more important in these times. The keys are awareness, allowing, self-love, compassion, and patience. Awareness. And we all have wounds. That's part of being a being on the planet, right? But our wounds have medicine for us. The things that wounded us in our childhood can often become the things that we, in finding the medicine in our wounds, then become part of what we have to use to help others with. So that's part of the gold nuggets that come from those wounds. So noticing what triggers us, what causes us to have those reactions generally come out of those woundings. And we've created habits of response around those. And I'm going to have a couple of quotes here again from the book I showed you last time, The Sacred Science by Nick Polizzi. It's this book here. He says, we can't extract the wisdom from a challenge if we don't acknowledge it is occurring. Most of us have so many shields, safeguards, and backroom deals with ourselves that the act of simply noticing the triggers as they occur is a hefty task in itself. So stuff is going to happen. Life is going to happen. How do we react? How do we respond? But the awareness comes first. So learning to discern, to have that subtle and deeper awareness within our own selves. This is doing our shadow work too. That's where the growth happens. But we have to do this with self-love and compassion. I've talked before about shaming and blaming as a terrible, terrible motivator. It's very culturally accepted. We do it to ourselves all the time. We make ourselves wrong. We judge ourselves. We think, because we've learned that that's the way to help ourselves get better. It actually isn't. It doesn't work. It's never worked for me. It doesn't work for my clients. It really doesn't work. Didn't work on my kids, even though I have to admit I was not a perfect parent, and I would sometimes use that because that's what I knew. And I just went into default mode. Sorry, boys. So we have to have that self-love. And so congratulations, you're human. We are going to have stuff come up. We're going to get triggered. We're going to have an explosive reaction to certain things. So let's get into this allowing. Here's where the allowing comes in. We have to allow ourselves to have our emotions. It's part of being human. Something that Polizzi talks about in his book is thinking about emotions as being like clouds in the sky. And I've heard this before from other teachers. Really great metaphor that our emotions are like the clouds that are going across the sky, but I am the sky. You are the sky. The emotions are on their way through. They're just on their way through, even if it's a big thunderstorm. It's on their way through. So we can have compassion for ourselves, and we can allow ourselves to allow the clouds to float by. If we try and stuff those emotions down, then we're going to keep the clouds there instead of letting them flow. Now, this is also doing this responsibly, so we're not going to be just dumping these emotions on other people irresponsibly, right? So next thing is just really suspending that judgment of self. How can I love myself more here? How can I be in partnership with myself here? And these are all things that we work on in the Wise Woman Immersion, which is just about to start the next round. And I'll talk a little bit more about that a little bit later. So, patience. Patience is essential. I remember in my 20s when I started doing my personal growth work, I thought, well, I'm going to do this work for a little while and then I'm going to be done. Nope, that isn't how it works. And this is another idea from our Western culture that isn't helpful for us on our spiritual and personal growth paths, that we should be able to fix anything quickly, fast, by tomorrow. Those are false. It gets us in our healthcare system. We want to have a pill for something. We don't want to have to make diet changes and exercise and things. Give me a pill. It doesn't work. And these ideas take us out of our self-love and compassion. They are part of what causes us to blame ourselves for not being done. I've come to look at our personal growth, spiritual growth as a spiral path. And instead of beating myself up now when some issue comes up that's, oh, I thought I was done with this. I thought I healed this. I thought I fixed this. Oh, I'm so, I've learned to say, okay, I'm allowing this. And I'm going to recognize that I'm on another level in the spiral. It might be the same issue, but I'm not in the same place that I was when it came up before. And so there are some new lessons, there's some new learning, there's some new gold nuggets in here for me to unwrap another layer of this issue. So being on the spiral path. Nick also says in the Sacred Science, it takes a lot to step up and look your own work right in the eye. There will always be more to do once this bit is done, so a little advice. Cultivate patience. Slow down and relax into the experience you are currently having. The medicine will find you when it's ready. So this is another way to just take that self-blame out, take the shaming and blaming out, and just relax into also the unknowing. My guides are always telling me, and I've talked about this recently too, that the place of unknowing is the place to be. It's the place of possibilities. And as humans, we've been taught not to enjoy this place of unknowing. It's uncomfortable. We're supposed to know where we're supposed to go. So relax into the experience that you're currently having. If you don't know yet what the medicine is in this challenge that has come up, that you've allowed yourself to be aware of, relax. The medicine will find you. It will come. The answers will come. So our challenges become the pointers to the medicine we need for the next round on the spiral path. They are our personalized opportunity for our unique spiritual evolution. And this is also what the Wise Women Immersion is about. I lead it, but I'm not a guru. I'm not going to tell you exactly what you have to do. I'm a guide and a mentor for you to claim your own unique spirituality, your evolutionary path, your inner wisdom and guidance, and your powerful voice. I offer you lots of tools to use in your own way, on your own path, and it's always your choice whether to use or not use the tools that are offered in the immersion. But it's a very rich experience program because it's not a quick fix. It's a journey. We are on a journey. It's a weaving and a reweaving of our personal evolution, our spiritual growth, our personal growth. It's always in motion. So I invite you to join us. It's a small online group for the Wise Woman Immersion. And the website is wisewomanelder.earth/immersion. I'll put a link below and you can check it out. I would love to talk with you about it. We are starting soon. Everything is recorded though. So if you can't jump in this week or next, you can always catch up with the first few sessions by recording. So I look forward to talking with you about how I can help you find your medicine for your next steps on your spiral path, your wisdom journey. You're weaving your own tapestry. See you next time.